Thanks, Rance. If you are looking to get your kids outside to explore nature and learn about science, then we have the perfect thing for you. I'd like to introduce Jax Dragonfly Academy. Lizzie Ellis is here to tell us all about it. Lizzie, welcome to River City Live. And let's just start out with, how did you get into this field, offering up these classes and workshops for kids about nature?
Yeah, so I was teaching science last school year, and when everything shut down, the two biggest complaints I was hearing from parents were, one, they needed to get their kids out of the house because they're driving them crazy, and two, they were really struggling with some of the curriculum that they were helping their kids with, especially in the area of science. So Jax Dragonfly was a way to kind of close that gap and get kids and families outside learning about nature in a hands-on, fun environment.
So you were a former science teacher. What grade did you teach?
So I taught elementary, so I taught K through 4th grade and 5th grade for 1 year.
And then my next question would be, then who is this good for? Obviously you have a background with all those ages, so it's really a huge population you could cover.
Yeah, so I try to tailor my classes so that they're accessible to little kids in 5th grade that can't read yet, in kindergarten that can't read yet, and older kids in high school, because science is a field where everybody can learn something.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the idea of just kind of getting outside, exploring nature. There's so much, just even in our backyards. And I feel like the hands-on approach is how kids learn. So walk me through what you have on the table there.
So on the table, I have some things that I use in my classes. So we offer year-round nature classes on different topics that align with standards. One of the classes we offer is rocks and minerals. So I brought in right here salt, which is a mineral, and we've got a geode here. And for this class, we will go out in the field, we'll do some rock and rock cycle experiments, and then we'll go out to the beach and we'll look for real examples of erosion and how it affects rocks in our own backyard. Some of the other things that I brought, I have this hydrometer. One of the other classes that we offer is a estuary explorer class. So Jacksonville is in a perfect place since we have the St. Johns River. So that means that the St. Johns River is brackish, so it's a little bit salty, a little bit fresh. And we go out and we'll use this hydrometer to measure how much salt is in the water. So we can measure how the salt changes as the tides go in and out throughout the day. So this is a really fun one for the kids to actually use scientific tools. Another class that we have is our insect class, and I brought in an animal ambassador to talk a little bit about our insects here. So I will take this guy out. So for the insect class, we actually go out and look for insects in nature. And one of the insects that you'll find is this guy, which is a millipede. So these are smoky oak millipedes. They're native to Florida, and they're really great as pets because their food is this. So they eat sticks. So they're decomposers, which means they eat decaying plant matter. And this is a great opportunity to talk with the kids about the role that insects play in nature and why it's important to preserve all animals, even ones that we find a little bit creepy.
Yeah, hey Lizzie, so I have a question. So obviously you're covering a lot of different parts of science. So how do people sign up? Do they pick the curriculum or the area of study that they would like to do, or do you just offer different things different days?
So we have a different nature theme every month. The theme for this month is pond ecology. So I have classes where the kids will go out into a pond, we'll take samples of the water and use a microscope to look at them, and we'll also look at the organisms in the pond. And you can go on my website and sign up for those classes. There's classes during the week for homeschool families and on the weekends for families that are still in brick and mortar schools.
That is great. And what is the website if people would like to learn more?
It is jaxdragonfly.org.
All right, well, thank you so much for all your time and information. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Stick around, more to come right after this.